Hey guys, Comedy Shorts Gamer here. Whoa! Jesus, dude! The boy KSI, the GDPT, can even call me a prick. I don't care, it's true.
Yeah, he lied that she was 15 to make me look fucking bad. He then did another one saying that, like, basically just slandering me as if I'm some fucking pedophile.
That the smallest bitches make the most noise, but your pockets are the
Spend more time in the Sidemen house than you do in your own house, which is mad. That's what to mum saying you hate me. What brother does that? Saying they hate their own brother. Sorry. Everything I was doing was out of anger. It was impulsive, it was rash, it was out of anger, and I'm sorry. So, for those wondering, I was on the phone with my brother and I finally...
April 1st, April Fool's Day. What better a day to release a video on YouTube's biggest joke, Comedy Shorts Gamer, or otherwise known as Deji Olatunji. A channel created on December 1st, 2011 which instantaneously blew up due to an already eager audience. Today, we will be looking at a case study of what sudden fame does to an ordinary child. Deji Olatunji was just a dumb 15-year-old kid when he created his YouTube channel. However, he was in a very unique situation. He was the known brother of the world's fastest gamer-growing entertainer and comedic sensation, KSI, who had an ever-growing army of young and accepting fans. Deji capitalised off this situation to build his channel to nearly 10 million subs. However, 8 years later, he could possibly be at his lowest point yet. We're going to delve into the birth of Deji's channel, and we're going to link the previous decade of his life to his recent controversial actions to see what makes this man tick. What goes on inside the head of Deji Olatunji. And along the way, we will completely and utterly destroy the man and his content, because I believe Deji's time has come. I believe it's time for Deji Olatunji to stop making YouTube videos.
I was oh my god!
2011 was the year Deji began his journey on YouTube. 15 years old at the time and already garnering something of a fandom due to his featuring in his brother's videos, he went into YouTube. He failed to get more than 3 GCSEs in school, so he either binned it off completely when starting the channel, or he couldn't understand what he was actually learning. I'll let you decide for that, but personally I think it's a combination of the two. Anyway, if we look at these early videos, we see Deji copied the working format of his brother's, which was film funny screaming gameplay videos.
You just got tumbled! Bitch!
That's enough now. That's enough! I said that's enough!
His decision to copy his brother's format was very clever, as it brought his brother's audience to his channel and kept them there, as the videos he created were KSI, but Deji, and occasionally featuring KSI. This brought growth which made Deji a very unique character study. Within 2 years, he already had 1 million subscribers. While channels like Jackmate have had to wait nearly a decade to obtain this feat, Deji shot to 1 million subs with far less effort needed. There is someone else we can compare Deji's unique situation to, and that person is Thatcher Joe, the brother of Zoella. If you do not know this man, or you only know him off Strictly, he was doing work as a roof thatcher, and after seeing his sister rise to the pinnacle of YouTube, he got himself stuck in. He created his channel in 2012 off the back of his sister's YouTube success. Now, he couldn't really copy his sister's style of videos, being a bloke who doesn't wear makeup, so he had to be completely original, and so he put himself out there.
So they start off the first audition looking like this. Hello, my name's Joe. I've been singing all my life, so I thought let's go on the X Factor or something. To this.
Now of course Zoella's audience flocked over to his channel, and thus he also hit 1 million subs within 2 years. So let's see,
How did Thatcher Joe's career play out compared to Deji's? How did these two immediate superstars handle YouTube and their content? Starting with Joe this time, he used his charmful personality and somewhat unique video ideas at the time to make videos every Sunday for his audience. He featured a series of YouTubers in his own way, and after moving into an apartment with YouTuber Casper Lee in 2015, his channel took off as he came up with unique pranks and video ideas, and this led Joe to be one of the most likeable people on YouTube.
I really like him. I genuinely really rate Joe Suggs. I actually do watch a number of his videos and I think he comes across as very genuine. There's not even a punchline to this, I genuinely do like him.
He has garnered 8 million subs, and while his channel's growth has begun to stagnate, he represented YouTubers in perhaps the best way by storming it on Strictly. At the same time, it's clear he's very popular in the YouTube scene. Most creators seem to really like the man and spending time around him, and this shows as he's collabed with a wide range of channels. Now we have Deji, where he didn't have to change from his brother's formula, so he stuck to it through the rise to 1 million subs. He then began to develop it a bit more, integrating his own personality among clickbaiting his brother and family, while copying things like Q&A Sunday. The issue with Deji is, he doesn't really have any sort of actual quality. KSI has true gaming entertainment, Zoella had, the ability to connect with her audience, channels like Mauler create masterful critical videos, and Thatcher Joe has a creative mind making unique pranks and challenges. Deji? Well, he's KSI's brother, isn't he? Sure, he has some humour, I guess. Wonder where he gets this truly unique humour from, as we see an early video of him playing Bioshock Infinite. Right, let's see here. We have sunglasses while playing the game. We have black man jokes.
A black man rowing? That's a black man rowing with white hands.
Rape jokes.
Don't touch me, dude. You'll probably rape me next.
Bitch, I'm husky. You don't want to mess with me. If you do, you're gonna be my next anal wrestler.
Oh, and some over-the-top needless shouting.
Oh, damn, he's black! Oh, no!
Oh, shit!
KKK! Oh, bitch!
Oh, Jesus! Whoa!
Can't even shoot them!
Now down the line, Deji moved more into vlog-type videos. Well, vlog is a bit too much credit. Basically, Deji's video timetable was Scream game video, where he purposely plays bad.
Turn my defender! For what?
Video revolving around his family.
Hey guys, it's Comedy Shorts Gamer here. I'm gonna teach my dad internet slang.
A try not to laugh challenge.
I'm doing a try not to laugh challenge with my mum.
A video with his girlfriend.
I'm with my girlfriend. Basically, we're going to be playing one of the scariest games.
And pranks.
Basically, I've never pranked my dad, and now was my opportunity.
Some of Deji's most popular videos are pranks, so let's watch one.
Hey guys, Comedy Shorts Gamer. Basically, my dad has just gone out. No, why not? Why not just prank him? Put whipped cream. Exactly, look at this, look. Squirty.
You tried to prank.
Now, this is a harmless, fun video, but why is it funny? Why has this got so many views? Is it because child gets slapped by dad? Or is it because Meme Machine KSI's dad slaps KSI's brother? Well, personally, I believe it's the latter, showing this video, along with a lot of Deji's content even today, revolves around his brother. Even putting aside the latter content posted in 2018, his video ideas would involve KSI as much as possible. Without KSI, Deji would never have got into YouTube. If he did, he would have got at most 5,000 subscribers, and he would have stopped because I refuse to believe this man would have kept going to push through to 1 million subs without the original boost and money. There is very little evidence Deji has the work ethic to grind particularly hard, first in his GCSE achievements and secondly in his boxing fight, but we'll dissect that later. However, during the early years of his channel, Deji's videos were not criticised. While looking back, an argument can easily be made that Deji simply chased money and views by copying a tried and tested formula, but no one can blame him for this. The videos did not contain many objectively bad qualities like a lack of coherency or needless repetition. Until July 2016, when YouTube implemented a change that meant 10-minute videos could get more money in recommendations. So Deji had a choice. His videos pretty much relied on the shortness because no one can withstand this.
Hair there, that is shoulder. What? I clicked shoulder! I clicked it!
For more than 4 minutes. In this sea of pre-July videos, there was not one that breaks the 10-minute barrier. So what would he do? A. Continue to upload 4-minute videos, his tried and tested formula. B. Upload new content which can pass the 10-minute mark. Or C. Stretch his formula to 10 minutes with little change to the actual content. Well, as time went on, more and more 10-minute videos began to spring up, until we reached 2018. 7 years on from the birth of his channel, this is where his content should be peaking in production and quality. So let's have a look at one of these videos. Don't laugh at this video from last October.
What's up, guys?
Hi, Deji.
Deji here. Alright, we're doing this, okay? So I've been sent these videos to watch. They literally just said, don't laugh.
Right.
They said, don't laugh. That was it.
Right,
It literally just said, don't laugh, and then it was sent
okay,
me
yeah,
these
we get
videos.
it.
So you know what?
Yeah,
That's
okay.
the challenge.
Okay, come on.
Before we get into it, guys, I've been asked to do this like 2 years ago.
Asked to do
I
what?
finally opened a subreddit. So guys, it's called Make Deji Laugh. Go ham. I want to build a sick community
I'll go
on
to
Reddit.
that. Right, let's get into it.
Smash,
Oh wait, no.
Alright?
Okay.
Link in the description.
Still going on it.
It's gonna be in the top line.
Okay.
Yeah. Just make me laugh, but I don't know. I think maybe
okay, still a bit longer.
I just look at like subreddits. I just go on Reddit and just see what's what's good. So yeah, pretty much, guys. I wanna interact with you guys a bit more. So
fucking hell, hurry up, Deji.
Subreddit. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much.
I'm not laughing at the video yet. I must say.
Have fun. Go at it.
Oh, is he finished? Oh, he's done it. Oh, let's go.
It's called Comedy Shorts Gamer finds obsession with his big brother. I don't know what this is. But let's just have fun.
Okay, let's have fun.
Comedy Shorts Gamer here. Apparently, American Hermie can't act the stupid candy in the world.
Oh, he laughed.
Damn! I'm laughed.
I failed the challenge. Oh. Why did it, Deji? Why did it?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, that didn't count. Let me redeem.
Yeah, sure. Go on. Have another try.
Hey guys, Comedy Shorts Gamer here. Apparently, American Hermie can't act the stupid candy in the world.
Oh, he failed again.
It's just a random stupid.
Unlucky.
It's just stupid.
Oh yeah, that's the real tip of that bit.
Alright,
that had me in stitches, I must say.
That didn't count. Alright, start again.
Yeah, got him. Third attempt, you got it.
Gamer here. Apparently, American Hermie can't act the stupid candy in the world.
Oh, he laughed again. Oh, bad luck, mate.
Are you ready? Look at my fucking thing. Look at it. Look. What the fuck is this? Am I right? What the fuck is this? What is it?
Oh, fucking hell, this is amazing content. Think this is just one video picked from a bunch? Let's try drinking 100 Coke bottles.
What's up? Comedy Shorts Gamer here. Right here, we have over 100 Coke cans. You can count, you can pause the video and count for yourself. This is over 100 Coke cans.
How many, Deji? How many? How many?
I'm gonna do the impossible. I'm going to drink every single can here. This is mad dangerous. Do not try this at home. I can't stress that enough, alright? So guys, don't try this at home. Don't be a Logan. Now the pyramid is complete. I'm not sponsored, don't worry. I'm just retarded.
Yep, damn right.
So you know what? Let's just do it. I don't even care. All the Coke that I don't drink, if I don't drink any, which I'm gonna drink, but all the Coke that I don't drink.
Are you fucking serious? You could not retake anything. Why is everything the first take?
I'm gonna donate it to charity. See, I'm a good guy. Alright, guys, here we go.
That's the second time you said we're starting.
I can't wait to do this. This is gonna be fun as hell. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's do it.
That's the third.
Let's begin. Wow, this is the first one and I'm struggling. No, I'm joking. I got this, alright? I got this. I will complete this challenge. Diabetes. This is literally just diabetes.
Deji, please just fucking get on with it.
One down. 99 to go. I can do this. I made sure not to eat today, just so I could do this. Man, I've got this. Man's not hot. Dead trend. Skinny pop.
What is he doing?
This should be the new trend of 2018. 100 Coke challenge. I'm putting it out there. No one can do this. No one can do this. I'm putting it out there right now. If you're a YouTuber, you think you're sick, try this challenge. If you're a big man, yeah, putting it out there. This is the new trend of 2018. Don't be a bitch. What? I think I just shit myself, but it's alright.
I should have put on an audio warning, shouldn't I?
I swear my headphones are going to blow the speakers out before I'm done with this.
What? I think I just shit myself, but it's alright.
God!
The third one already. It's only been.
What the hell was that?
The third one already. It's only been. How long's it been? How long's it been? How long's it been?
You're not making sense. What are you saying?
How long has it been?
You're not making sense. Stop speaking French. Speak English.
Your mum speaks French. Like bend her over. Wait, no, that's kind of weird. That's my grandma.
Just fucking get on with it. Oh my god!
Oh! On the third one already!
Oh, I want to kill myself. Jesus Christ. Could you not just edit it down a tiny bit? Please? Could you not just say, fuck the ad revenue, this is actually a unique video, let's just put it out there, please? And if you still think this is fine, let's imagine Deji's put more effort into this video. Let's imagine he made a script. Let's script out this entire fucking intro. Now reading this, we have a choice. We have the idea, either Deji woke up and thought, 10-minute video time, let's film and make sure we pass it, just carry on speaking until we reach the mark. Or he literally wrote this out as a script, and it's a sign he didn't even pass Key Stage 2, let alone GCSE English.
So, now we've looked into the history of Deji's channel and the man himself, what can we conclude going into 2018? Firstly, that Deji almost definitely wouldn't even be around today on the internet scene if it wasn't for KSI's booming channel, or KSI popularising his family members. We can speculate that Deji took the fame and played it safe by consciously copying his brother's style of video and humour, or at least he did it without even knowing he was doing it. We witnessed the one major change in Deji's video content, which came in 2016, when, if he uploaded videos above 10 minutes, then he would make a lot more money. Deji never had to truly work for views because the KSI fanbase flocked over to his channel, meaning he went straight from failing GCSEs to a life of making millions from the comfort of his own home. So, how would this affect someone? How would instant freedom from working and any hint of future financial despair affect a 15-year-old kid's ability to mature into an adult? Well, in comes 2018, where we might finally have the answer to that question. What are the characteristics we associate with a child? Perhaps selfishness, just only caring for oneself. Maybe an attempt to be funny without fully understanding the situation or context.
Hey, my nigga!
Rachel!
Excuse me? Don't ever say that!
Definitely lying to make the situation better for oneself.
When I worked there last summer, I spent every day jumping JCBs over cement mixers.
Well, that's a lie.
And I got paid $1,000 at the end of the week.
Another lie!
While the individual hand makes attempts to be funny, they'll have a tendency to be oversensitive and maybe take a joke to heart themselves.
Neil's sister would have the tightest snatch, I guess.
Leave it up!
Similarly to that, they could fail to take criticism, or most commonly, they'll mix up that word with the term hate.
What's a hypocrite?
And I think the characteristic most people come together and agree on is the individual will have a lack of understanding of the real world.
And it was important that Jesus died for us. He died to save us all.
That's a bit selfish of humankind, isn't it?
So what we're going to do here is take a look at an action made by Deji recently, and then link it to his past to see what the intention was behind that action, and then look up and see if it links to any of the characteristics we've just said of what could be described as a child. It's pretty vague, but you'll get it, you'll get it. So most people will probably think Deji will look back in 2018 and describe it as the best year of his life, as he got to lamp Jake Paul. Repeat, he got to lamp Jake fucking Roblox head Paul in the face. Deji was on a high come November. Everyone loved him for this. However, there then came signs that Deji's ego was becoming a bit too big for him. Along came the Twitch Awards.
Yo, what's up, guys? You guys good? You enjoying the event? Yo, where's the hype? That's it, yeah! Yo, where's Twitch? Where's Twitch? Yo, shout out to Twitch for illegally streaming our fight! Yeah! You owe us money! Woo! And the winner is, well, this award goes to Epic Games! No, I'm joking! It's a joke. It goes to Blizzard. Well done, Blizzard. Blizzard! Hey!
Now, for a man to have this big a set of balls and ego, it's impressive, except it's more ignorance in Deji's case. In his follow-up video, he says,
Alright, let me just say this right now. If you found it funny, you have a sense of humour. If you didn't find it funny and you're just a butthurt person, I know.
Deji, while it is funny to laugh at you in this situation, the fact you cannot see why you have given YouTubers another reason to be scrutinised by the media and acted like a massive prick for no reason is astounding. The reason he did this was because he thought it was funny. He was trying to be hilarious and make people laugh, yet he failed to be self-aware and see what he was doing. He couldn't see how his actions may have impacted people, for example, the people running the show who must have felt ashamed, or the team at Epic Games being massively embarrassed. Now, why did he want to be funny here? Well, let's be fair to Deji and revisit his reasoning.
You know, I thought maybe I'll just have a bit of fun. Now, let me tell you something. The highlight of the whole thing was that and some ninja cringe thing, I don't know. The whole event was cringy, alright? It was so boring, but I did think maybe let me, you know, spice it up a bit.
Now, if we take that, we can conclude that Deji acted like this because of exactly that. He thought the event was boring. This is our first evidence of Deji being a child. He cannot understand humour and when to use it. He failed to understand the situation he was in. Shortly after this escapade came the back and forth between him and Randolph. Before I continue, if you aren't aware of what happened here, you might feel out of the loop. I will do my best to make it easy to follow, however it might be better if you watch these videos. Anyway, it all started when the YouTuber known as Randolph made this joke.
Name a dead YouTube channel.
Deji.
And Deji reacted in this way.
You're JJ's cameraman, he pays your salary. I mean, you spend more time with JJ than you do your own wife. You spend more time in the Sidemen house than you do in your own house, which is mad. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to say any more than that. But you are no place to talk, in the sense that you are literally everyone's bitch. You come up to me being all nice and shit and then you say shit like that behind my back in a video publicly. That's not cool. You don't treat family bad, alright? I used to see you as like, you know, one of us. Like family. Clearly not. You don't treat family like that.
Now, it's pretty hard to see why any sane adult would react in this way to a joke like this. It could be because his ego was hurt, that this man would dare insult Deji. I mean, who even is Randolph? It could be for views, to try and manufacture some tension or beef to profit off. Or, most likely, he thought it was a genuine attack on his dying channel.
And another reason to why I'm losing subs.
And he was being overly sensitive and failed to take a joke. We have actually seen this before. In this video on Calyx's channel, Deji partakes in his series Insult Match, where Calyx takes on YouTubers on an everything goes policy match of saying things to make the audience laugh the most. After exchanging meh insults with Deji struggling, it gets to the part of the video where they come up with insults on the spot. Here, Calyx excels, and thus is awarded the win by the audience. Now, watch how Deji reacts after this.
That, 1, 2, 10. It's a win, man. Well done. Come on. You already beat me up last week.
Yeah.
Well done.
Can we have a rematch?
On here?
No, I mean like about boxing.
Yeah.
Like next week.
No, I'm gonna get some training.
No, like next week.
He's trying to get me views.
No, what do you mean me? No, I want to f his face off. I want to break your face. I'm not even chasing you.
This little reaction is further evidence that Deji doesn't like it when people belittle him. He has an ego and an image he wants to maintain, and any threat to it goes straight to his core and upsets him. He reacts very much like a child towards any joke. He cannot take it. I would personally point this to the seemingly lack of friends Deji has or maybe had before YouTube. See, up until I was around 18 years old, I couldn't take a joke like Deji, but I grew up with a group of friends who I'd liken to complete arseholes who constantly roasted me until I grew strong enough to take it. Deji hasn't had this, and we will see later he actually has a very different way to handling attacks besides the manner he has done here. But anyway, this is clear evidence of Deji's childlike mindset. Going back to the video itself, it led Randolph to become quite angry, and thus he slightly overreacted himself.
Oh man, you gotta learn to take jokes better, Deji. Especially with so-called family. Look, you're right, I've been living at the Sidemen house. I took your room, bitch, they kicked you out cause you ain't paying rent, you couldn't find the cash. Let me clear the air and take out the trash.
And clear the air is exactly what he did, because in the aftermath of this song, we learned a lot about some of the behind-the-scenes incidents involving Deji. We learned that during the 5-ish months Deji was training for his bout with Jake Paul, he was staying at the Sidemen house, where he failed to pay any form of rent, and he treated the house like his own personal palace. He brought girls around all the time, and he ate like shit, and he couldn't be bothered to train. There are also 2 instances seen where Deji is disgusted at the idea of paying rent. One around the Sidemen house, and one around Vidal's house, KSI's boxing trainer.
It was, if you're going to train, we'll happily accept this. We'll happily accept you not cleaning up after yourself, blah, blah, blah. We'll take it because we know in 3 months' time, you're going to fight Jake Paul. That's a big moment.
Yeah.
But if you're not going to train, we're not dealing with this. Yeah. And then we said, like, we actually didn't say about rent. It was in LA.
You know what? This is exclusive as well. I'll bring this up because it was when Deji didn't like going to train with Vidal because he had to go from this house all the way into London, which would take like an hour or so. So Vidal was like, all right, if you can't train at the house and if these people, if us guys can't influence him, you're going to come live with me and I'm going to make you live like brutal. So Deji was going to live with Vidal, and Vidal was like, I'm going to like literally, you're up every day, 6 a.m, no food. I'm with you every day. I'll shadow you. I'll make sure you're doing this thing. Yeah. And Deji was like, and then Deji was like, yeah, cool, I'll do that. And then Vidal was like, well, obviously you need to pay rent. And Deji was like, what?
What was it? It was like,
why?
Wasn't it like £200 a month?
That was here. It was more for Vidal because Vidal actually had to like.
It's $250 or so. It wasn't much.
No, here was $250.
£250
a month for Vidal. Vidal was more. Vidal was actually like a decent chunk of rent because he's having like a big room.
Yeah, but I swear it was like £300-400 max at Vidal's.
But then Vidal was like bills. He was like, and the bills to go. That's when Deji was like, oh, why do I have to pay for internet?
Yeah,
why
so
do I have
he
to pay
was
for
like,
electricity?
I thought you were meant to be my brother kind of thing, and that, yeah, I mean. Yeah, I don't think Vidal wants us to get into this.
We're not going to. Yeah, but I just want to say that's where the rent came from.
That's where there's always been a bit of tension, is because before the fight, there was this whole thing of like Deji living here. It became so much. Yeah, we'll brush past.
So first up, why did Deji not train for his fight, or maybe train as hard as he should have? Well, Deji's career has been built off working 50%. His videos aren't exactly hard to make or edit. Deji's never had to grind for views, they always just came. I'm not saying he consciously puts little effort into his videos, but up until the training for his fight, I strongly believe Deji's idea of working hard was very, very different to most people. He didn't go to sixth form and complete A-levels, some of the hardest work a person could do. I mean, he barely seems to try for his GCSEs. This fight was the first time he had to work 100%, but he couldn't understand that. He wasn't used to this. He just wallowed along, not being asked for anything. This in turn led him to treating the house like rubbish. He's not taking the fight seriously, so why would he take the fact he's been given a free house seriously? Especially since he has basically had a free house his whole life. Most people will go through a period of going to uni where you must look after your room and house, or paying rent to your parents to stay in the house. I doubt Deji had to pay rent to his parents, and I know for a fact he hasn't experienced anything like the first example. If you're living with your parents for your whole life, all you will know is relaxed standards and a false sense of freedom. The idea Deji can basically do half the chores and play it his own way. The kid doesn't know how to use a dishwasher.
Yeah, and also, by the way, just to clarify, I know that he doesn't live with his parents still. Like, he owns the house that he lives in. It's more like his parents live with him, but he needs he needs them parents, man. Because if they're not there, as we saw here, he doesn't know how to use a dishwasher. He can't wash pots. He doesn't know how to pay rent. He doesn't know about electricity. He doesn't know about internet use. He doesn't know anything. Literally, he cannot live on his own.
If we translate this to the situation spoken about here, Well, it shows that Deji came to the house with this attitude of, meh, I don't need to do much, I'm gonna continue to live my life of girls and just doing me. What all of this shows is, Deji doesn't have a clear understanding of the real world. The not paying rent thing is a different situation with different intentions, yet it adds to the aforementioned childlike trait. Deji has had money fall in his lap since an early age. He hasn't had to work that hard for this money. You think a man who at the age of 17 had 1 million subscribers would think money is hard to come by? Fuck no. His intentions behind not paying rent, or the concept of it, is that he doesn't feel he should. It's not like KSI is his brother.
All Deji had to pay was like £250 a month to live in like a 6-bedroom mansion with a chef and all this, and he's like, I'm your brother, I'm family.
This was an excuse to save face. The real reason is he cannot grasp that some people need money. This is because he has never had to pay someone directly for living in their house. Yes, he owns one and lives with his parents, but this is different. His parents take care of the chores. As I said before, Deji doesn't understand how to use a dishwasher. So on top of this, perhaps he doesn't see why people even need rent. Why do you need money, eh? The house is paid for, what am I doing that is costing money? Deji then reacted to the track, where while he praised it, he claimed most of it to be lies.
I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty good. I can't dispute, this is pretty good. This is good. Some of the stuff is false, but wordplay, everything is nice. I like.
Meanwhile, others who reacted, such as Miniminter and KSI, claimed things to be true.
Back in LA, I was paying for your taxis. You're the poorest.
Well, that's not true. You didn't pay for my taxis. In fact, JJ paid for our taxis.
That's true. Randall should have been paying for taxis, but he was, man. Yeah, Deji again. Deji's just really tight. That's just.
I mean, also, yeah, Deji didn't pay rent.
Jesus! He spent a lot of facts, but it's all mad. It's all mad.
Now, at this moment in time, it looks more likely that all of these people are going to be correct, other than this one person. But you know, we can't say for sure. Deji hasn't done anything to damage his own believability. Well, not until a few days later, when.
It's sad that you have to lie for your diss track. You really think I struggle to get girls? You're a funny guy, you know? Very funny guy.
This was a major turning point in these events, because Deji did two things which hugely escalated the situation. He showed Randolph's wife's Instagram in the video, allowing his 10 million subs to go over to it and do as they please.
If you saw the messages and letters by Laura, you'd be screaming divorce.
And secondly, he revealed his brother's private bank statement and twisted it into a lie of a line.
But the one thing you ain't been spreading is that JJ paid for your wedding.
The reason he did this was because there is not much he can attack Randolph for, so he has to lie if he wants to be seemingly hard-hitting so he isn't mocked. He wants people to go, oh damn Deji, you got him! Unfortunately, he has no information on Randolph, so he resorts to twisting information and then just being a dick by blasting the man's wife's Instagram. While different circumstances, it yet again adds to Deji lying to make the situation he is in better for himself. He also said some funny lines which, well, you know, just for the fun of it, let's quickly destroy this track.
It's sad that you have to lie for your diss track. You really think I struggle to get girls?
Honestly, yes. I do find it hard to grasp how Erwin the Earthworm can talk to females with banter such as this.
What's up? Call me Walmart, let's talk facts. JJ's in your top 10 videos. JJ got you that YouTube plan.
Right, let's look at your top 10 videos, Deji. How many fucking try not to laugh challenges do you want to do? Three in a goddamn row, Deji. There is literally one piece of original content in your entire archive of top 10 videos. Oh, and look, KSI and his family is in over 50% of the videos. Nice going, man.
He cannot handle me. Lay off the calories.
I still fail to see how this point wasn't dispelled by anybody. Here is Randolph, or Andrew, the busy cameraman of KSI and the Simon, and a busy husband. Here is Deji, 5 months after training for a fight with Jake Paul.
Stepping onto the scale. He's trained hard, he's ready for this one. It's brother versus brother.
He literally looks fatter than he did at the start of training.
All your music is trash, fuck the side, man. I can't stand that. Literally a bitch made group, I don't rate that. Shit version of Thanos game
Yeah, alright then, Kendrick. Anyway, as a result of Deji's actions, he sent hate Randolph's wife's way. He pissed off his brother, who, while praised the track, did react in dismay to the inclusion of his private information.
Probably changed his bedding, but the one thing you ain't been spreading is that JJ paid for your wedding.
Whoa. Wait, that's out of order. Nah. Don't get me involved with this shit, fam. I'm just watching. That's on my parents, man. Mom, Dad, I'm disappointed. I'm actually disappointed that you actually let him into my accounts and post it publicly. Like, what the fuck? That's actually pissed me off. Why are you getting me involved with this, man? Mate, I didn't even pay for his wedding. That was a gift. I don't pay for his own wedding. Don't you fucking dare put my information out on blast like that. Don't do that. I keep that shit private. Mom, Dad, I'm disappointed in you. Well, that's put me in a bad mood. Fucking hell, and this banged as well.
Deji's lies were also dispelled, but most consequential of all, he brought the beginning of the end in diss track number 2.
It's the last time I'm doing this. I would take a bullet for your brother, but if the trigger's aiming at you, I'ma pull it.
And Jesus, did he pull that trigger. Randolph firstly revealed that Deji failed to pay the producer of the beat Deji used in his previous song Money.
Beat from my producer refusing to pay his price. No credit for his effort, forgetting the throne's mine.
And then, most damning of all, Randolph included literal sound clips from women Deji allegedly pressured for nudes, and further accused him of pressuring a 16-year-old girl for nudes.
I was 16 at the time. He said, FaceTime me, ring me, I will speak to you. So I just aid him. He texts me like, oh wow, you aid me, safe, have a good life.
Always begging me for nudes. Always asking, he was like, show me how you ride me. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. Like, you won't even send me a picture of your face. You know, it's a two-way street.
Firstly, we may as well tackle the failing to pay a producer for a beat. In Deji's reaction, he says,
Alright, so the whole producer thing. So before, he used to charge me £250 for a beat. So I sent him £250 for a beat. Well, I sent him 200, then £50 because he was complaining. And then he was like, no, you owe me more. He's like, oh, I want 10% of Spotify and all that crap. Anyway, I ended up sending him £1,000. I sent him £1,000, so I didn't underpay him. In fact, I overpaid him in my opinion. So, you know what? He's saying that I say lies. This whole track is full of lies.
Deji, you know he charges $250. So after not crediting him and not paying him, you pay $200? What a fucking stupid thing to do. Now, his intention behind this, he doesn't think he needs to pay the producer money. I assume at least, that's literally all I can think of, and this does go back to Deji failing to understand the value of money and the real world. Deji might say if it was the other way around, it would be fine, it's only 50 less. The issue is, Dej, not everyone is a multi-millionaire, which you seem to fail to understand. Now, we can't tackle the girl thing without tackling Deji's reaction video to this track. Deji strongly denies the claims made about him asking a girl for nudes. Denies asking a 16-year-old for nudes. No, fuck it, they probably lied about their age.
Yeah, I'll even admit this right now. Back in the day when I was stupid, horny little guy, 17, 18, that's because I lost my virginity when I was 17. I was a horny little shit. I used to DM girls, and I won't dispute that. I used to DM girls from Twitter. Some of them were fans, they were fans of mine, and I would just be like, what's up? I didn't fuck with anyone 16. A lot of girls lie to me about their age. Like I said, I have proof of all of this. So I don't fuck with underage girls. And I can prove to you. Guarantee you those two girls probably lied to me about their age.
Probably? They either lied or they didn't lie. This flip-flop of defences leads one to believe you did indeed ask a 16-year-old girl for nudes. And furthermore, I have a bit more food to add to the table here. Now, this is purely an allegation without pure evidence, so I wouldn't even take this seriously, but it's something worth noting. I find it interesting that out of 23 different people / channels Deji has collaborated with, the majority have been unknown women. It's hard to tell if they were small channels because Deji has changed every single one of his descriptions to advertising his merchandise. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it was true that Deji was promising girls collaborations in exchange for sexual favours. Also, there was an old drama where Deji's Snapchat got hacked and he had to defend himself from accusations of talking to underage fangirls in a sexual manner, and this was nearly 3 years ago. And although the video itself disproves some claims, the sheer anger in Deji shows that there was clearly some fire to the smoke.
I found out who my real fans are, okay? And the ones who are just fucking sheep. So many people were saying, oh, Dej, you're a pedo. Oh, fuck you, Dej, you little pedophile. Fuck you, okay? Fuck you. When have I ever fucking said, you piece of shit, you're literally fucked in your head. Alright? People like you will never make it in life. You sad fuck. Or you just listen to the first thing you see and you're like, oh shit, yeah, it's right. You're believing a hacker who literally, he's doing this. He's pissed off because I didn't fucking pay him.
Now this is purely a speculation, I don't want this video to be remembered for this point, but I thought I'd say it so if it does come out true, then I can say I got there first. Anyway, I'm going to focus on how Deji lied about different things and then how he defended himself. He says this was the only dirt he knew Randolph had on him, so this is probably what he was dreading. He goes into meltdown and goes on the attack. He attacks Miniminter and his brother for taking sides and lying to their audience and ganging up on him.
You know what? He's saying that I say lies. This whole track is full of lies. But then Simon is going to do a reaction to this being like, oh yeah, it's true. And then everyone's going to believe it because it's going to be like 3 or 4 against 1. And obviously you guys are going to believe the 4, when it comes to the 1. I mean, even my own brother is on their side and not on my side. I mean, does that not just speak for itself? My brother is literally giving him clips and not not me. I'm on my own. I'm all alone. And it's literally 1 against about 5 guys who were discussing it with each other and making a diss track. That's how it goes. Because I know for a fact it's all of them against me.
He constantly brands the claims as lies while saying he can prove it.
I said I have proof of all of this. So this right now, this ain't a diss. And I can prove to you. Guarantee you those 2 girls probably lied to me about their age. And I know that for a fact, as I screenshot I can show you screenshots and everything. Alright, when it comes to evidence and all that, I will happily show you. So, alright, let's carry on.
Career ending. I've just been called a paedophile to 5 million people on the internet. Should I prove this allegation wrong? No, let's continue pretending to react to this diss track. The obvious thing to us is to just admit it, but the man-child Deji only knows one way to make a situation better, and that is to lie. It didn't work though, as the claims are proved true in essence because Deji never speaks about paying rent or the thing with the girls ever again. This is because he cannot prove against it. If he had the evidence he says he has, he would straight away be whipping it out. Imagine it in a courtroom. Mr. Olatunji, you have been accused of DMing 16-year-old girls in nudes. What is the defence? I didn't do it. I can prove it. I can prove it. May the jury see this defence? Nah. Ironically enough, it was Deji's reaction video to this diss track that became the game changer, not the diss track itself. He brought up some very private information concerning his brother KSI, which included that KSI had a girlfriend that was unknown to the public, and that KSI had previously had a baby aborted.
I have never gotten a girl pregnant, and a lot of people who have had sex with me would know why I've never gotten a girl pregnant. The only person who's ever gotten a girl pregnant is my brother. Alright, my brother has got someone pregnant.
What you hiding more? Is it your girlfriend or your hair? Look, bro.
He is hiding his girlfriend. I ain't lying. He's spitting facts. JJ is hiding his girlfriend.
This tipped KSI or JJ over the edge, and we saw a situation where Deji showed some true colours. Coming under fire like never before during this debacle with Randolph, it was only about to get worse. As ladies and gentlemen, we're about to see how a child fights, and it was something else. Now we have as much information as we do on this situation, we are now going to break down what happened between KSI and Deji in chronological order. Now what appears to have happened here is that when Randolph released the second track on Deji, it caused a massive uproar in the Olatunji family. Deji claims that his mother was on the phone crying to KSI, and KSI seemed to be pretty numb to this. Deji saw red and grabbed the phone and yelled at his brother, and then asked, had you seen the track before Randolph uploaded it? KSI said yes, and Deji hung up the phone.
She cried and was calling my brother, being like, how is this fair? You guys are trying to ruin my son. And JJ didn't, from the little I heard, he didn't care. And because I called him and I told him, did you watch Randolph's diss track before it came out? And if JJ ever denies it, like I said, I did record the conversation because JJ is a very crafty guy. Did you watch Randolph's diss track before it came out? He said yes. Knowing the stuff there, he said it's okay and let Randolph post it.
Feeling betrayed, Deji uploaded the aforementioned reaction video, and this led to KSI cutting delusional people out of his life. This apparently involved blocking Deji over social media and blocking Deji's number. However, after KSI texted Deji, if he was to ever mention his girlfriend again, he would fuck him up. Deji had actually planned to fly out to LA to record a diss track with some other YouTube rappers on Randolph. However, after the betrayal he felt he saw from KSI, he decided to change the topic of the diss track at the last minute, from Randolph to KSI.
JJ has just released his track on Defa, and you know, man, it was alright, but he did call out Crypt and Dax, so I think instead of doing this Randolph shit, we are going to do a track on JJ instead of Randolph. Randolph's relevant now, we don't care about Randolph. JJ is the one who's going to hold smoke.
When he arrived in LA, he released a now infamous video titled My Brother KSI. In this video, he took YouTube disagreements, drama and beef, family, to a level I have personally never ever seen before. He basically had a public temper tantrum.
And you wanna fucking turn your back on me and then block me on social media, you dramatic fuck. You are so dramatic, it pisses me off. You insecure fucking prick. I honestly can't stand you. It's like your brain doesn't fucking work. You idiot. You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
This was astonishing to watch. He accuses his brother of never supporting him, trying to ruin him even. And KSI, according to Deji, apparently supplied Randolph clips. And there was this common theme throughout the video of choosing friends over family.
He always puts friends first over family, and this has been going on for years.
Deji, he seems to fail to understand that the label of family isn't just a free pass to everything. Deji is basically saying, bro, I know I basically started this, and I know Randolph has every right to respond, and I know everything you're saying is true, and I know all you did was confirm this. But what the fuck, man? We're family! You don't do that to family! You don't do that to family! KSI owes you nothing, you spanner, especially in light of your recent behaviour living at his house. How do you actually defend Deji in this situation? Deji, how does KSI defend you? He didn't react to Randolph's track, he didn't confirm any lies or truths in that track. This is despite the fact you basically confirmed everything to be true by accident because you're an idiot. Ah, see that you're an idiot. It's just like, you know, that's true, Alex, but anyway. One of my favourite things Deji also says is, I would never raise a child to hate family.
You're honestly a prick. I will never ever raise a son to hate his own family.
This is a childlike statement because firstly, it's exactly what you are enacting, and secondly, your child, God forbid you do reproduce, will be fundamentally retarded in logic and critical thinking. He could quite possibly have zero friends, a little bit like you, because he would be brought up with this idea of family is above everything. You should always love your family. Treat them like gold dust no matter what they do. Yes, the emotional sentiment of always love your family is quite cute. However, what it's really referring to is just give your family members a second chance because they're the people who raised you and made you who you are. Not, my brother, he's been a bit of a dickhead, and you know what? He's been a bit of a dickhead to me as well, and he's just kind of fucked himself over. Let me defend him. Let me defend him for no reason, with no backing. I think Deji knows that he, to some degree at least, built his channel off KSI, and the reason he's doing so well is because of his brother. And for that, he paid his dues. He felt like he owed his brother. He defended him at times when perhaps he didn't really need to, or should have. An example that springs to mind is Deji blandly defending his brother after KSI made quite a controversial comment about people who take antidepressants at the KSI vs Joe Weller boxing press conference.
Bro,
yeah, I'll say that.
Oh, do you need drugs?
Drugs?
Do you need drugs to stay sane, bro?
What, antidepressants?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, how is that taking the piss out of depression? Is this guy stupid or what? I'm not deciding on my bro! That's not taking the piss out of depression. Do you need drugs? What, do you mean antidepressants? Oh, you're taking a piss. Is antidepressant not a drug? Is antidepressant not a drug? How was that? I don't understand. That's like me saying, coming to a black man, being like, oh, you want chicken? He's like, oh, you're taking a piss because I'm black.
Maybe he felt this was a brotherly thing to do, and maybe he felt he'd get this bland, senseless defense back. Anyway, after Deji released this infamous video, it seemed KSI didn't want to speak on the situation until he tweeted, "I'm sorry, Deji." Then he made a video which seemed to be an effort to reach out to Deji.
Deji, I love you, bro. Like, no matter what we say or do, I will always love you. Brothers fight. Brothers say things they don't mean. At the end of the day, Dej, I will always love you. Simple as that. This is a family matter that has become public. I've tried to keep it private. I guess that's just not possible now, so.
After this, KSI tweeted that he knew Deji was planning to go on the Logan Paul podcast to say whatever he wanted about KSI and release a diss track on him. And he tweeted asking him not to do this as he wanted to handle the situation privately. It seems fairly clear KSI made as much of an attempt as he could to try and keep this private, as you can see in this conversation here. So following this, Deji, he releases the diss track and goes on the Logan Paul podcast.
Always say you made me, you always say I'm lazy, but I'm here on my grind while you're just killing babies.
Oh dear. Now Deji releases another video on the matter, and he says this is going to be the final time he speaks on it. Spoiler alert, it's not.
Alright guys, what's up? Okay, I want to talk to you about, this will be the last time I talk about this. This is like me and my brother.
This came after Deji started to receive a lot of criticism from the general public, accusing him that he was selling out for views. However, it is important to note that Deji was still receiving more of a general positive response to his videos, and many internet stars actually came out and backed him in the matter. Anyway, I've broken down the shitload of waffle to see what points he made out of it, and we're now going to dissect them.
Point 1. I can't not release this video. It cost me 30k to make it.
I mean, if you spent over 30k from travels and everything, I'm pretty sure you dropped that video as well.
Point 2. I'm not manipulative. KSI is a manipulative one. I've been honest. I'm not in the wrong.
I didn't backstab him. There was no backstabbing involved. JJ is a guy to not be trusted. He says I'm very manipulative, but he literally manipulated you guys when he uploaded that sorry video and all his tweets.
Point 3. JJ never supported me.
When JJ made his sorry video, all he talked about was things during the fight. Oh, I supported you during when we were sparring and everything. He didn't talk about anything before that, did he? He didn't talk about any other thing that he did to support me.
Point 4. I'm not doing this for views.
You're falling for it. All I want you to do is to sit back and really, really study how everything really turned out. Do you really think I would backstab my own brother for views? Do you really think I would do that?
Let's start with point 1, because this is his strongest point. It would be quite silly to spend 30k filming a video and not even release it. But Deji, what is something more silly?
Filming it in the first place.
And as for these comments,
my brother knew I made that diss track. He then made that sorry video just to deter you guys from the diss track.
What? What? Do you honestly think that a 4-minute sorry video and a fucking tweet is going to deter views or attention or credibility to the diss track? The fact you revealed it about 2 hours before? You think that's the reason people criticised you over it? Because JJ mentioned it first? Saying that, let's go into point 4, because Mr. Deji Olatunji, you most certainly fucking are doing this for views and money. You know what? Because if you really meant what you said, that you would rather keep it private and you didn't want to do this, you wouldn't monetise the videos. Why would you want to profit from the misfortune of your own family? Why would you clearly want to stretch the video out to 10 minutes? Money. Views. Why would you copy and paste a popular YouTuber's tags in your own videos to get more traction? Money. Views. And as for not being in the wrong, Deji, you are absolutely in the wrong. You instigated this beef with both Randolph and KSI, and both times overreacted and milked the situations by posting needless reaction videos and then going on the Logan Paul podcast. You backstabbed your brother because KSI has built your entire career up and... Oh wait, sorry, what was that?
Obviously he will say, oh, I helped you with your channel, but he didn't really help me with my channel. If people didn't like my character, they wouldn't subscribe. People wouldn't just subscribe to someone because he's just the brother of someone, and stay subscribed if he was just the brother of someone.
People wouldn't stay subscribed to someone because they're the brother of a YouTuber if their content and character isn't good. Mate, the average viewer is 12 and a retard. I stayed subscribed to pointless fucking blog for about 4 years because he was the boyfriend of the sister of Fat Joe. In fact, let me quickly destroy something that's been bugging me. Deji constantly, not only in this video, all across his channel says he wasn't made by KSI and he doesn't piggyback off him.
I helped you with your channel, but he didn't really help me with my channel.
Really, I know everyone's gonna be like, oh, but if it wasn't for KSI, you wouldn't be this, you wouldn't be that. I don't live in my brother's shadow. Deji is a spoiled bitch. His attitude is shit. I'm far from spoiled, considering I've never ever in my life had things just handed to me when I'm watching.
Well, I was saving this to the end, but Deji, I counted up every single video in your entire archive that is based on KSI or the family that KSI has popularised. Out of 1,625 public videos on your channel, 377 have had KSI or your mum and dad in the title/thumbnail. On top of that, would you like to know the number of videos with Jake Paul in the title and thumbnail? From the moment KSI and Joella fought in the ring to the end of the year, Deji made 92 videos on his channel, yet a third of the videos over the basis of nearly 11 months were on Jake Paul. So out of your 1,600 videos, at least a quarter of them have been leeching off KSI and Jake Paul alone. So yes Deji, you are a piggybacker. Besides the fact you would literally be homeless if it wasn't for KSI, your whole career is based off leeching off of others. Forget KSI not supporting you in fact. KSI has been the foundation for your entire adult life. Anyway, where was I? Ah yes, you clearly have backstabbed your brother. As for him backstabbing you, well, all he has done is react and been a fly on the wall, gassing videos up and confirm lives and truths. This is in the public eye, of course, and I don't think that's backstabbing. I think when Deji refers to the term backstabbing, he is also talking about public things, i.e. the contribution to the public destruction of Deji's character. All KSI did was make a tweet saying he's blocking delusional people out of his life. Apart from that, all he did was reach out to you privately. He didn't manipulate anything, he literally just gave the facts. The manipulation at hand is done by you, because if we compare the facts versus your interpretation of events, they contrast very differently. The neutral facts at hand are, Randolph made a diss track on you, KSI reacted to it and confirmed some things to be true along with other people. You made a track which not only included lies but some very private information of KSI's in it. JJ pointed out the lies and his own personal disgust to having his own private information revealed, but he also praised the track at the same time. Randolph released a second diss track after you brought his wife into things. This included some very wild claims about you, which you failed to disprove. KSI did not confirm or deny the truths in this track and still hasn't to this day. After some behind the scenes drama, which I'll let you have your own opinion on, KSI blocks you, and in retaliation, you made 3 attack videos. Whether you think KSI was in the wrong privately, does that warrant a public attack? But anyway, Deji's version of the events lines up as, well, KSI's bitch lied about me, but everyone said it's true, and when I make a track people say I'm lying, and my brother, he says I'm lying. He then blocks me. He blocks his own brother, his family. He approved that track which says all of this shit. How could he? Then he manipulated everyone to criticise me for no reason when I did nothing wrong. You see how different it all lines up? But going back to the man-child, why is Deji doing this? Why is he acting this way? Well, Deji has never been publicly scrutinised in this manner. The revealing information brought up by Randolph was a new situation for Deji. He was getting criticism, and what does a child typically do when they receive criticism? They stutter, they lie, they cry, and they attack. Deji. Now, I thought this was the end of this. I thought it was going to go behind the scenes now, but I was wrong. Christmas Day 2018, the time of celebration, emotions, families come together, kids open their presents. I was at home, happy as ever. I'd nearly finished my script for this video, and then I opened my best Christmas present ever. This.
What is up, Trouble Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keepstar. Let's get right into the news. KSI and Deji got into a big fight. The two of them were supposed to meet on Christmas, work things out, squash the beef, and well, the exact opposite went down. And it spilled onto Twitter, audio got leaked, and let me tell you, it was bad.
Now, to sum up, KSI went home for Christmas to spend some time with his family. And, it's safe to say him and Deji seem to disagree on some little things.
Deji, if you don't leave my house, I will call the police. You came here to talk, I'm pissed. Go away, leave my house.
Shut the f*** up.
This resulted in Deji kicking him out of the house. This is all blowing up on Twitter, but it was pretty unclear what exactly happened despite the audio recordings. But then Deji put another knife in his brother's back. KSI, sitting at the Sidemen house, spending Christmas by himself, went onto YouTube to see another video from Deji attacking him.
JJ believes that he has me on the tip of his finger and he can flick me away whenever he wants, and that's not true. Like, you should never let anyone put you in a corner, and you should feel defenseless. The reason I didn't take down those videos is because I'm fighting back. That's it. You think you're in the right, Jade? Oh, it's just so, it's terrible. It sucks.
The significance of this video was that Deji finally received universal criticism for his actions. Countless YouTubers publicly posted their disgust to Deji releasing an attack video on Christmas Day of all times. And Deji's true intentions were finally revealed. During this video, breaking down Deji's career and personality, I've accused him of many things, i.e. being a man-child with no creativity. He just follows trends, and he'll do everything he can to get more views and more money. And, well, I was actually proven true. Deji saw this overwhelming criticism coming his way, and he completely backtracked on a month's worth of attack videos to release this shit.
What's up, guys? It's Deji. So, I hope you guys had a lovely Christmas. I hope you guys got all the presents you wanted and everything. I also want to say I'm really sorry for yesterday. What I did, it was quite selfish of me. I was, my beef with my brother kind of got out of hand. And I know I upset a lot of you guys with this whole beef, and I'm telling you right now, I'm so sorry. From my heart, I am so sorry to you guys. It wasn't fair.
He announced that he was going to fix things, and he was going to delete previous videos and previous tweets, and he said he was sorry. Not to KSI, but to the fans, because he said he was really sorry for upsetting them, because watching KSI and Deji fight was the most heartbreaking thing I've ever seen. 2 days later, he followed up with a hysterical video, trying his best to please the crowds by watching the good old times with KSI and Deji in this light-hearted manner, forgetting all the attacks of the previous month.
Oh, this must be a sexually orientated game. No, it's not. No! Don't do that when I'm introducing the fucking game!
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I was trying my best not to laugh.
Deji, wait! The dislikes are coming. Thankfully, this frankly pathetic attempt to save face completely failed, and not being able to take criticism, remember the man-child, he decided to block people on Twitter, delete comments, block their dislikes and likes. So if you still doubt that this U-turn made by Deji wasn't just to save his career, I have a question for you. Do you think he would have done the same thing had he not got the same backlash? Say everyone said, yeah, great video Deji, KSI is a dick. You think he would have done the same thing again? See, the key here is Deji's reason for apologising was for making things better with his brother, for fixing things. Now, that was a lie. If he was trying to make things better, he would have deleted his previous videos as per request from KSI. But he didn't. He didn't delete them. They were well received. They're making views. I mean, he's monetised them. That says enough about his hunger for money. It is only due to the criticism Deji faced that he backtracked. He basically shat himself. I can tell you right now, this boy doesn't think he did a single thing wrong here. And you can tell by him blocking people that disagree with him. What can we conclude after visiting his actions and the history of his channel? Well, KSI inadvertently created a monster. He gave fame and power to a 15-year-old kid who should have been working in McDonald's. And what happened? Well, Deji Olatunji grew up with constant love and support and money and fame all the time. And it's clear it went straight to his head. He truly believes he is one of the top dogs of YouTube, when in reality the quality of his videos are not deserving of 10 million subscribers. Meanwhile, this stunted his growth into a normal, mature adult, as he was starved of the life lessons that would have got rid of the childlike characteristics we have displayed here today. I really do believe there is only one way Deji can actually grow up, and, well, that is, like I said, for Deji Olatunji to stop making YouTube videos. That's right, that's my solution, Deji. Do you know how much of this you can fix so easily? Quit YouTube, put all of your money to one side and live in a small flat. And don't fake it like your shitty little attempt earlier this year. Get a minimum wage job, just work, truly work. Understand the real value of money that most people know. Go out there and connect with people. Go out there and connect with the world like you never got the chance to do so. Deji would gain empathy. Deji would actually be able to relate to most of his audience. He could actually decide if he wanted to come back to YouTube or not. I mean, he probably would, but the important bit is he would have the choice. It wouldn't simply be the only thing he knows how to do. Deji, I hope you learned something today. I hope I broke down some of the barriers your childlike mind has set in place. I kind of hoped you cried. I hope I made you sit in the corner and cry and cry and cry, as it is the moment that most children have their rigid mental structure destroyed as they are allowed to finally grow. Or, you know, you'll most likely brand this entire video as lies and bullshit, and you know, you'll say, "You're an idiot, you're an idiot, you're an idiot, you're a ginger fucking prick, fam, you're a fucking prick. What do you even fucking know about? I'm a YouTube kid, your videos are shit, fam, your videos are shit. Why don't you actually just fight me? Huh? Why don't you actually just fight me?
How about you actually just fight me?
Deji, if it is a fight you want, come and fucking get it, son. Hey, I've disabled your online persona, maybe I can disable you in real life. Hey, to be fair, Yink has beat me to that one, but hey, I might be able to knock things back into place.